Hi everybody in YouTube. I haven't made a video in a long time, but I figured I would just post it right now, or make one right now and post it. Um, I'm basically, I want to say back on the fat loss game, I guess you could say, call it that. But I guess I'm recording this video because I was about to watch I was gonna look up a video by Bladen. I forgot his first name. Bladen, something Bladen. Not Tony Bladen. I mean, there's a Tony Gaydon who inspired me to start running, and that's kind of what set me off into fitness, because he was a landlord, and I was interested in what he was doing from that point of view. And then he said he got back from a marathon and all that. I'm like, dude, this guy is where I want to be. So I mean, that's kind of what this was like 2022, but his name is Tony Gaydon of um, landlord. I don't even know if he posts video anymore because I guess I don't see him very often. Um, Real estate investing and landlord news, and obviously, like, he lost 100 pounds or something. It was a very inspiring story. Um, but anyway, I'm back on the weight loss stuff, because fat loss stuff, because it seems like ever since I went keto, I'm still keto, 3.5 months in, I think. Strict keto, that is. I'm not taking any carbs. But ever since then, it actually started, like, I've been able to overcome my plateaus. And after a 29,000 step hike, or 27,000 step hike, it's 12-mile hike, um, I weighed myself in at 142.5 pounds. Said, "Are you serious? I haven't seen this since I was like 12 or 13 years old." So I'm not really that. That was just because of all the water lost and stuff like that. But I haven't seen a low number like that for a while, even after a hike or whatever. So and I've been tracking now for quite a bit of time. So all this to say that I'm back on the weight loss stuff, because this time I'm not cheating on my diet, or in fact, I'm in the direction of cutting. So meaning that I'm using keto now as a form of calorie control, where I'm basically taking in sometimes 600 to 800 calories in a day. Sounds like malnourishment, but that's the whole idea, is cutting beyond what I have now. So the cut at this point is very, very difficult, but it's very interesting because with ketone values being pretty high and stuff like that consistently, obviously they go down from time to time. But when I'm able to cut, when I'm able to stick to the low calorie, you could still there still damn well is quite a bit of fat that I have stored, and so it's, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 14 pounds maybe of fat, subcutaneous fat. And so it's like I'm back on that direction again, and I'm surprised it's actually been working well, because you would think that you can't do this for longer than 4 days. Before the fifth day, you're just like, God, I'm super hungry. I'm gonna have 3,000, 4,000 calories. That's not happening to me. That your cells are gonna tell you to do that, for the most part. But with keto, I guess it's more manageable. But keto's kind of like a start in a way, in the sense of the principles of keto. But it then just becomes like a diet, just dieting in general. A restrictive diet, that is, in general. So keto's kind of where it started, and then it became a true full-fledged restrictive diet. Because keto just allows you to get to that point, essentially, or at least for me. When I'm having carbs, it's like I'm the opposite. I could probably go for 2 or 3 days with low calorie, but then the fourth day, it's like my body's like, come on, man, can't you just have 2,500 calories here, and then you ruin your whole entire progress. So because like essentially it's kind of like a pro growth situation, at least on my end. Like when I take in those carbs, it's like my body's like, let's go build some muscle and stuff, you know. And I'm at a point now where I either have to build muscle or lose fat. Like if I do both, I'm gonna be stressed out from the gym, and I have to rest too much, and I won't be able to think clearly or whatever. So, um, but so that means that if I'm muscle building, I better be taking in a surplus of calories, which means I'm in the direction of gaining a little bit of fat, which is fine with me. I don't care, but in general, but I do care. Specifically, I do care at the time being, because when I see myself, I think back about the past, um, and you know, I'm I'm not anorexic, but it's more about like trying to kind of clear out the past and try to just move on with your life, you know. Um, because I can see it whenever I look at myself, like without a shirt and stuff like that. I see it. I say, this is you. This is where you were when you were 8 years old playing Spyro, asking your mom to make fucking quesadillas all the time. This is where you were when you were 13 years old, thinking that you didn't have to, being vehemently opposed to doing any activity when they were asking you to do walks and stuff like that. Or this is you giving up on basketball just because some people were, when you were 10, just because you felt bullied or whatever. It's like, this is you because you didn't have, well, part of it is mostly me, but it's also you didn't have the right guidance for that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I just like look back. It's like the first part of my life, and when I see my lower belly fat, and I think this is you from that time, and I tell myself, you can move on and pretend like it's not there, but if you really want to move on with your life and say that this is gone, and or that you can forget about your past and act like it never happened, you got to get rid of this shit. That's the ultimate way to to move on with your life. And so that pretty much means 5 or 6% body fat, if I'm being honest. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, at this point, with what I'm doing, the 15 to 20K steps a day and all the strategies, and the fact that I'm in the direction of weight loss seems to be working. And I call this the David Bowie version of keto, because his version of keto is basically the same thing, where he'll have a glass of milk every day with a bunch of vegetables, and that's kind of what I'm doing, but in a more healthy way, trying to get being more conscious about getting my nutrients. It's the David Bowie diet, because he was my height and he got to 95 pounds. So, like I said, I'm not anorexic, but it just makes me think about that. It's like, why would I be that stupid? But like, it's not really being stupid. It's just not having enough experience and stuff and guidance to be able to know what it really means to be human, and have a certain biochemistry and stuff like that, and to be able to expand and not be in the direction of suicide or depression, like I was, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's I understand that it may not be possible. I understand that there's roadblocks or whatever, but again, I'm in the right direction, and that's what matters. So anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. Blyden, what's his name? Blyden, something Blyden. I said his name in another video, and I don't know why I just can't remember. But anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on, and yeah, so I'm not bending over to anything, and I'm just basically like optimized for it, you know. Um, and you know, so I'm still craving a David bar because I remember back in April I was having that every once in a while. I haven't had it since April actually early May is the last time I had a David bar. It's only 3-4 months now, so I still have it in my pantry and I probably should get rid of it. But I'm like, it's kind of like a dangling, food for the dog. Anyways, thanks for watching.